Hello and welcome back to my channel, Rare Eddie One. I am your host, Rare Eddie One, and welcome. I hope you are having a fantastic day, evening, morning, night, whatever time of day it is. I hope you're having a beautiful and fantastic day. Today, it's a bit of a cloudy day for me. It's a bit of outside in the real world. It's a bit of a cloudy. It's a bit rainy, drizzly, awful, but it's muggy as well. So it's hot, sticky, clammy. All British weather. Perfect. um, but yeah, I'm having a fantastic time. I'm here chatting with you guys. We're talking pop culture. I'm going over. I recently watched this series. It's been out for a while, but for the offer, what do they call it? Bio is bio. Oh, I can't think of the word. But it's on making of The Godfather. So the offer is on Paramount Plus. To me, at the minute, Paramount Plus are making some fantastic stuff. They have Tulsa King, what I have not yet watched, but I hear nothing but great stuff. Yellowstone and the whole Yellowstone universe, so 1982. Yeah, the whole Yellowstone universe. What else did they have on there? The offer, which is fantastic, highly recommend, and probably one of my favorite series I watched this year. Really good. It's taken me away from all the crap that's come along with fucking Marvel and DC and Disney and Warner Brothers. Oh, it's just giving you a story, a well crafted story, some great characters based on true events, so based on real characters. And it's just a fantastic story, and I'm not tired of superhero because I keep hearing superhero fatigue, and no, I don't believe in superhero fatigue. I hear what I feel is superhero, the storytelling in the superhero genre is taking a shit dive, and it's they're just not writing the characters, and they're just being lazy. They're not taking risks. They're we've just got the casting for Superman, and it doesn't look like a bad Superman and Lois. Maybe not. I'm a Henry Cavill fan. Always will be a Henry Cavill fan. So we'll see what this dude can do. But that's not what we're here to talk about. We are talking The Offer. And again, like I've just said a minute ago, Paramount Plus are making some fantastic stuff. Well, I say that, but I just thought of Halo. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe they've got some fractions in there. Some want to go, some want to go down the political route and put everything political in, you know, in everything they touch, which Marvel and Disney and Warner Brothers and DC, but they're like, telling that we're all bad people, they're preaching to us and all that stuff. But yeah, so let's get to the slides. Let's get to The Offer. So glad I'm talking about this because I've just recently reviewed Secret Invasion. I forgot the title then. It was awful. It was shit. But I'll link that in the description. If you want to check it out, please. But yeah, so let's get to the slides. Let's have a look at me in one of these little corners. I don't know which one yet. Let's have a look. So here we are. We are at IMDb of all places. I like IMDb. I use it a lot. I used it a lot even before I started on this channel. But The Offer. So it's a mini series. It's a mini TV series from last year, 2022. It's a rating. It's an 18, and it's around about 9 hours and 46 minutes. If you were to watch it back to back, 10 episodes, all fantastic. It gets an 8.6 out of 10 on IMDb. It's gone, obviously, it's gone down. This was a mini series from last year, so yes, it's going down. So it is. So IMDb's brief little spiel is Oscar winning producer Albert S. Ruddy's never before revealed experience of making The Godfather. I love The Godfather 1, 2, and 3. 3 obviously is no 1 or 2, but it closes the story. So I love all 3. I've got all 3. I've got them all on DVD. I would love to get them on Blu-ray and 4K and all that bollocks, but money, the world, unfortunately, life as well. But I do have them. I cherish the DVDs. Also because it was a present from close my little brother, and so I cherished them. I love them, and it's The Godfather. It's probably it's not my favorite movie of all time. It's in there. It's definitely in there. It's probably in my top 10. Definitely, you got Godfather, Goodfellas, Lord of the Rings, Terminator. I love Terminator 1 and 2. Well, Aliens, Nightmare on Elm Street. Oh, God, it's like that never-ending. It's a never-ending question. You're like, what's your favorite movie? And you're like, I like Scarface. Fucking awesome film. Awesome, fucking up there as well. But then, but I like Goodfellas. Oh, what about Lord of the Rings? Which Lord of the Rings is that? It's a never-ending. The Departed. It's like a never-ending. Is it the unanswerable question? Is it the unanswerable question? Let me know. Do you have the answer to that question? What is your favorite film? Matrix. There's so many films. I'm like, well, T2, Terminator 2, Judgment Day is probably one of my favorite films. But then you get thinking to yourself, well, fucking Lord of the Rings, Return of the King is. And then you go, well, what about fucking Scarface? And then you're thinking of Scarface, you're like, what fucking Godfather? I went, Godfather 2, when you got fucking young Don walking I that scene in Godfather 2 where young where the young Don is Don Corleone is walking down the streets the streets of New York, but in that time period it's special. It's special. And I think we've lost that with modern movies. We've lost that art, that special that special, because it was. And you could say the same thing with the Godfather 1 where they're in Sicily. That them scenes are special. And another scene from The Godfather is where Sonny is beating up his brother-in-law. I'm pretty sure it's his brother-in-law. That's first, and for a fight scene, that's a special scene. And, and then you're thinking of the toll booth scene as well, and then Scarface. He has that line at the end of the film. Say hello to my little friend. Special. lot, the, all the films what everyone thinks are in there's a list of IMDb's 25 top 25 movies of all time, and Lord of the Rings, uh, Godfathers. I'm pretty sure Goodfellas. That's some iconic scenes in Goodfellas. Casino, some special scenes, and we get that? Do we get that in Ant-Man? Do we get a special scene in Ant-Man? The looks of them, maybe, but the overall, is it special? I, it, I don't know. They don't feel like that anymore. I don't. There's got to be an answer to that question. Why are these films feeling special anymore? Is it because Hollywood has got to that machine of just churning out movie after movie after movie, money, churn? Is modern Hollywood got to that, and also modern Hollywood? So I will get to the offer. Also, as modern Hollywood got to the point, it's got itself into a corner. You know, race swapping characters. For people of diverse. Making you know for the example, the Oscar nominees. You've got to have a black person. You've got to have a list of what you got to qualify for an Oscar. Yes, American Gangster, fucking Denzel Washington, fucking Samuel L. Jackson. There's so many, some of them films, uh, Oscar performance films, and we're not even aiming to make them sort of films anymore because you're worried about tick boxing. It's a sad place to be, I think. In movies, and no wonder people are going elsewhere. People are YouTubing. I'm on YouTube pretty much all the time. I watch the people I watch, and I guess you're watching me, so you probably like me. You're watching the creators you like. I watch a varied list of creators. Gaming to pop culture to shooting guns. I don't know if that's a word I'm allowed to say on YouTube anymore. From truck stuff, car stuff, and I've got friends who watch farming stuff, you know, shooting stuff, YouTube and Kick, and people are turning to alternative media. Is sorry, rant over. That rant could really go into a 2 or 3 hour rant. So watch out for that. So let's get back to the offer. Mind on the offer, Ed. Rare Eddie one. So yeah, this fantastic. So the creators, Leslie. It's such a little name, but I'm gonna fucking butcher him. And Michael Tolkien. I'm sorry, Leslie. But it stars. So the stars is Michael Teller, Miles Teller, Matthew Goode, Dan Fogler, Fogel, uh, Ben Gorman. That's it. Colin Hanks. It's a whole host of fucking this guy here. I'm gonna. I always remember this guy as Phoebe's little brother. Does anyone else have that problem? Phoebe's little brother. But he is a fantastic actor. He really is. It's a well written story because it's based on sort of true events. Obviously, it's not true because you've got to put a certain amount of drama on it to sell. But yeah, if anyone stole the show for me, it was Matthew Goode. I fucking love him as Robert Evans, head of Paramount. The sound to him was just right. And he was charismatic. He walked into a room and people, what you know, cling to him. They wanted to be in his presence. That's how, and he portrayed it so. All the cast, in all fairness, all the cast were fantastic. They couldn't have picked a better cast. In my mind, they could not have picked a better cast. I really, really wish I had, maybe reviewed this, after one episode episode after episode, because I'm doing Secret Invasion, and it's fucking. When I watched the first episode, it sucked the soul out of me. Yeah, but let's see what Rotten Tomatoes are saying. So these critics, let's go in this. So top critics 43%, all critics 57%, audience 95%. Now critics, I generally don't trust the critics, or other people call them shills. I don't know why. Maybe because you'll. So let's go back there. You look at that, and the lack of diversity on here doesn't look very diverse. All white people. Why is that a problem? Why? It shouldn't be a problem, because it's a true story. These are all real people that may or may not be still alive. I know. Ruddy is the guy who Miles Teller plays. What's his name? Albert S. Ruddy. He's still alive, I think. I want to click on his name, but that might be take me some weird places. So I generally want to have a look what they say, but I don't really go off critics anymore. I haven't in a long time. Are you similar to me? I generally go off word of mouth, but even then, if it's something I want to watch, I will go out and fucking watch it. And if I hate it, I hate it. If I like it, I'll obviously like it. You can where to watch it. So Voodoo, Prime Video, Paramount Plus, obviously, and Apple TV. You can buy Paramount subscription Prime. I think here in the UK, you can. I think they go hand in hand. Well, you pay a little bit extra to get the subscription to that. Let me see any critics. Anyway, let's stop worrying. So there is some true stories behind this film TV series. If you have seen it, or if you're familiar with the stories, because the mafia were involved in making of the Godfather. So this is from the time. This was last year, April, and Shannon. My freaking. I can't. My dyslexia is in overdrive. Sorry. So there was one where the scene. It was a great scene. It was where Mario Puzo spots Frank Sinatra in a restaurant, and this scene is pretty spot on. So he goes over to Frank Sinatra because he loves Frank Sinatra, but Frank has taken it in the show, so it's a little bit different. Frank he doesn't like how the crooner has been portrayed. He thinks he's the crooner in the story, but it also puts on it that he doesn't like how he's written the Italian Americans. Whether that's, I've looked and I've not seen too much of it, but where I seen that he didn't like that, he thinks he's the crooner in the TV show. What's it? What's his fucking name? It's down here somewhere. Or was it down here? Yeah, Johnny Fontaine. But yeah, so they get into it. The bit of a shouting match. It says here that, where did it say that he should break his legs? Yeah, and did the FBI help you with your book and stuff like that. Got into a shouting match. Fantastic, really, really good to see. And I think that's maybe in the early episodes. It's in the early episodes. I can't believe 95%. Yeah, that's. Oh yeah, I did go on that. Idiot. Definitely 100% worth a watch. Really, really entertained. See, I can't say it now. I've seen it, and I can't say it. It's not coming, and I want to say biography, biography, but it's not biograph. No, my reading does not go hand in hand with me at all. So Miles Teller, brilliant, absolute brilliant in this show. Again, the cast of this show was fantastic. They couldn't have got it any better. We'd maybe go into the actual real characters from the Godfather. Yeah, so the young Al Pacino. Yeah, the only way they could have got that better is going to Al Pacino and I've got to. But the young lady that played Ali McGraw, you'd have to go to them characters. But yeah, it wasn't, it like the Godfather. It's not action packed. It's more I wouldn't even say drama, but it is just definitely worth a watch. From the top guy who plays he plays the head of Gulf and Western. I can't Charles Bluehorn, Charles Bluehorn, and he plays his like left hand man, and he wants to steal Rob Evans' jobs, but he realizes it's fucking harder than what Robert Evans makes it look out. Whether that's all true or not, I was more interested in the mafia side of it. But when they did this side of the story, it was captivating. It caught me. I couldn't turn away from it. I didn't want, if I needed to get, I put it on pause. I made sure it was on pause, and so I didn't miss a second. This guy Matthew Goode, he stole the show for me. He really did. He was fantastic. Although Miles Teller was fantastic, he really was fantastic. But then I can say that about all the characters, all the main cast anyway. So were just fantastic, absolute fantastic. 10 episodes, so just roughly under 10 hours. You ain't got much to lose. You will enjoy this if you like your Mafia saga. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm forgetting something. I will do a part 2 because I will go more in depth into The Offer, because I had a bit of a rant at the start of it, and so I haven't given The Offer as much. I've not flushed it out as much as I want, but I give this show a 9.5, a rare Eddie 1 9.5. I give this show. Please watch it. Please don't take my word on it. You go see for yourself, and you will not be disappointed. So anyway, let's go back to Big Rowdy One. Let's go see what he's up to, see what he's doing, see if he's having a good time. So I'll see you on the flip side. So, what are your thoughts on The Offer? Did you enjoy it? Are you going to watch it? Are you going to... I'm pretty sure Paramount Plus still do a week's free trial. I would really hammer the shit out of that. I already have, to be honest with you. I may have to make another email account so I can get another 3 weeks so I can watch Tulsa King. Although it's like I say, there's some fantastic stuff on there. So if I was thinking, maybe buying it for a month and get as much out of it as I can, that's quite a possibility. But there's shit on there as well. Also, there is shit on there. But yeah. So, what are your thoughts on The Offer? Did you enjoy it? Are you going to watch it? Have you watched it? Is it something you recommend? Is it something you didn't like? If you didn't like, let me know what your thoughts were. Do you or do you agree with me? Are you one of these that like it, that loved it? Because I loved it. I've got to admit, I loved it. I wouldn't say I was glued. I really I did love it. I wouldn't say I was glued to it. So the only TV show that I was maybe glued to, well, there's maybe a couple, but Game of Thrones season 1 to 6. I know 6 is a bit like that, but it's got Battle of Bastards, and The Walking Dead. Now it trickled off in the middle, and it got a little bit better towards the end. I wasn't Walking Dead. I had to watch that weekly because I pretty much watched it from I started watching it in season 3. I watched it all, but I started in season 3, season 4. So when I hammered to season 4, I had to wait weekly, unfortunately. But Game of Thrones, I started watching Game of Thrones when it had just finished season 6. So I had season 1 to 6 to hammer through, and I was glued. I think there was my second watch through of 1 to 6 Game of Thrones. I booked a week off, or I can't remember. I think I booked a week off, and I just constantly watched that. It was in the winter time, so I wasn't doing, people don't do too much, and I just fucking episode, next episode, and that's the only ever show I ever done that for. Maybe True Blood, maybe the first couple of seasons in True Blood, but trying to think, Game of Thrones, I can think, I did that. I hammered through it. Now I will be reviewing new Walking Dead spin-off series, Dead City. I think there's a couple of episodes out at the minute, so I've got 2 episodes to go through. But that's for another for a next episode. So let's end this, because I've been rambling too much. I keep looking at Isom. I can't wait for Isom number 2. I don't know where I did that, number 2. I can't wait for that. Again, I'm rambling. I'm excited chatting to you guys. So let me know your thoughts on The Offer. Did you enjoy it? I think that's the 3rd time I've asked. Did you? If you didn't enjoy it, let me know. If you did enjoy it, let me know. Get in the comments. Email me, message me on Facebook or whatever, Twitter. Links to all them are in the description of this video. So please get in contact with me. If you put a comment in on this video, I will get back to you. Maybe maybe a day, I may be 20 minutes, but I will always get back to you. I promise you that. It could be 2 days, but I will get back to you. I will never ignore anyone, even if it's a bad comment. I will never ignore anyone. But yeah, so that's it for me. I've been Rare Eddie 1. Peace. I hope you have a brilliant rest of your day, and thank you for watching. Peace out.